Hey guys, it is Cole and Rio with the Bridge Group. Probably recognize his face right here. Every year, Rio is such a help, not just to the Bridge Group, but also to his clients and his community when it comes to winterizing their homes. And that's what we want to talk about today, getting our home ready for the winter. We do have a winter here in Texas, sometimes like a snowvid. It was way more than we had thought or anticipated. So getting ahead of that and getting prepared for winter is really the objective today. So Rio, what are some things that we can do to get our homes ready?
Yeah, so I always like to focus on windows and your front door, right? Because we're gonna have drafts coming in, and we're not gonna know that until it gets really cold outside and we're standing by a window or we're standing by a door and we feel a draft coming in. So we wanna make sure that those are really corked well. You know, you can go around, just take a look around and make sure those are corked well. Make sure that the front door, they're sealed very well, you know. We wanna make sure that we're not getting any drafts. More importantly, 30% of insurance claims for the home are going to be because of frozen pipes
I believe that.
that end up bursting, right? And a lot of times you may not even be home and you'll have no idea. And you, as you can imagine, the thousands of dollars in damage that can cause. Making sure your pipes are covered, right? Another big thing, what I like to do every year is make sure that, you know, your sprinkler system. A lot of us, we have sprinkler systems in our home. If we don't have them winterized every year, that can cost you thousands of dollars. Very easy to do. For a lot of you, I would just ask your landscaper, like, hey, where do I turn off the main valve to my sprinkler system?
You have a great video out that you actually do it. You turn off the valves, you do all of that. Maybe we'll just put that video down below so that people can see you actually doing it. I think it's you and Nick, right?
For sure, Cole. There's a few easy steps and anyone can do it. You know, we want to make sure that at least we turn off the main valve. We're not getting water into the pressure breaker valve, that's what really tends to freeze and explode and can be really costly.
And that's the brass thing with the bell on top. I have no idea what things are called, but I do know the brass thing with the bell on top, that is what typically gets frozen, cracks, and is expensive to replace.
Right, so as long as we're turning off the main valve before we even get to the pressure valve, that's a huge step. But more importantly, we want to make sure we bleed that valve out, the pressure breaker valve. I'm going to post a video below. You'll see how I did it. If you do that, trust me, we're going to save thousands of dollars. When the spring comes, it's just opposite. We'll just turn everything back on. You can reach out to me. I'll be more than grateful to try to help you guys out if needed.
It's pretty easy. I mean, I watched this video and I've done it for both of my different houses and it works every time. It's the same, you know, instructions for any of the different properties that I've done it for. So it's a huge help and I've never had any issues with any of my sprinklers or anything like that.
No, but yeah, a lot of simple things. We get very complacent because we're here in Texas, especially for a lot of people that have just moved here from out of town, from different states. Yes, it gets cold here. And if we're not prepped, it can be very costly.
It can, and you know, one of the best times to do it is right before you go on that Christmas vacation or that Thanksgiving vacation, or anytime you're about to leave the house. If you haven't done it, I would definitely encourage you to do it before you leave the house, because no one knows. A cold spell could come when you're out of town and everything could, you know, kind of bust, or your sprinklers.
That's right, Cole. I mean, your grass goes dormant anyway, so I always like to start after Halloween, right before Thanksgiving. Just start making sure all these things are taken care of so we're not worried about it later on when temperatures do drop.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Rio. I hope that saves you guys lots of money. Hopefully your pipes don't burst. Hopefully your sprinkler system is in good working condition, or at least you're able to take the instructions from the video we're going to post below and winterize your sprinkler system, along with, you know, looking at your front doors, your windows, or really any of your doors to see if there's a draft coming through. For me personally, I'd leave the doors open because I love it freezing cold in my house, but at the same time, my wife does not. And so we got to make sure that we have all that in its place. Thank you so much for watching today. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to Rio below, and he's always a great help.